Just heading out on a bit of a wet weather hike today, heading down to the Natai area, which is just southwest of Sydney. And it's going to be exploring some of the lookouts and trails in that area. If I've got time, I might head down to Thelmia Lakes, which is not too far from there as well. But I'll just see how I go. Also looking at doing a road trip in a couple of weeks, so that's where I'll be probably travelling probably for about a whole week in the car, and stopping off at different places around the state, doing hikes and walks, and even take a pack raft out. So yeah, that should be good as well. So I sort of want to also test different placements of the camera to see how it looks when I'm travelling. So and also see how the audio works, because I've got the new GoPro 9 with the media mod, so it's got the microphone, sort of the external microphone, which should be a little bit better than just the other GoPro I've been using of late. So this is our Burragorang lookout. That's not a bad lookout. Looks awesome. Well, that Burragorang lookout was fantastic. That's just an amazing view. I can't believe I haven't been there before. It's not that far from, it's just on the outskirts of Sydney really. But it probably took me about an hour to get out here. But wow, that was spectacular. It was really good. Really enjoyed that. So now I'm just heading for, just going to find another trail to go for a bit of a walk. So yeah, just heading out there and see what I can find. So I'm in the Natai Conservation Area, which is just southwest of Sydney. And I've done some looking around at some lookouts. I went up to the Burragorang lookout earlier, and now I'm on Hoddles Track. So I'm just sort of just following, it's like a bit of a fire trail. And the rain has held off for today so far. It's a little bit misty. But yeah, it should be a nice track. Just sort of, I think this goes out to a bit of a, it follows the ridge, and then it looks out over probably over the lake, so it should be interesting to have a look at that. Just saw a whole bunch of kangaroos go hopping past. I can hear a whole lot of shooting off in the distance, so I wonder if they're getting away from shooters or something. So. Well, the rain is starting to set in a little bit now. That's not a bad track though, it's more of a fire trail than anything. So hopefully the view's good when I get out to the end. Well, this is disappointing. The track I'm following is like surrounded by the catchment area, so for the Sydney Water. So there's very tight restrictions on where you can and can't go. At the start of the track, there were these sort of signs, and they said walkers only. But it got to this point now where it's no entry at all. So it's kind of, yeah, a bit confusing as to why you've got a walking track that really doesn't go anywhere, and then all of a sudden goes no entry. So I'm not going to push my luck. I will turn back here. I was hoping to get to the end of this track and look out over the valley, but it doesn't look like I can do that. So, oh well. Oh, it's a nice day out anyway, I suppose. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. I thought I would have been able to get right to the end of that track. Right, so I've just come back from that no entry sign, and I've been following this track. But here's one of the signs I went past earlier. It says, yeah, restricted access, walkers only, which is great, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So I'm not sure why they allow walkers to follow the fire trail, but then you get halfway along and then it's just like no entry. So bizarre. Well, the rain seems to have held off now. It seems to have yeah, it's just kind of overcast and misty now, so it's quite nice. It was sort of just on again, off again sort of rain. So I sort of used my poncho for a bit, and when it was really light, just used my little hiking umbrella. It's quite good as well, because sometimes it can get quite stuffy. That's pretty gross. But those caterpillars are pretty cool, because the reason why they kind of walk on top of each other like that is because they can get along faster, because the ones at the bottom are still moving, and then the ones on top of them are moving ahead as well. So if they were just going in single file, they wouldn't get around as quickly. But by sort of piling on like they do, they can yeah, get around a bit quicker. Still looks pretty weird though. Okay, just back at where I parked the car. So yeah, so that was a bit of a disappointing walk. I mean, it was a nice walk, but I was hoping it would go somewhere to like a lookout or something like that. But yeah, it just kind of ended abruptly with a no entry sign. So okay, so I'm gonna go for a bit of a drive now, and yeah, we'll chat in a minute. So I've just made it to Thirlmere Lakes, and I'm just gonna have a quick cuppa. So I've got the awning up and just boiling the kettle. Just wait till the rain passes a little bit, and then I'll kind of do a bit of a walk around the lake here, and yeah, have a good area. So yeah, should be good. Perfect. Alrighty, that was a nice quick break. Just had a bit of lunch, a cup of tea. Yeah, now I'm just going to do a bit of a walk along Thirlmere Lakes. Hopefully the rain holds off for a little bit longer. Well, I'm just about at the end of this trail, and it's getting late today, so once I get back to the car I'll just head home. It's been a really good day. I sort of went to that initial lookout, which I can't remember the name of, and then I did that walk, which I thought was going to go to another sort of a overlook of the lake, but that was a bit of a fizzer, because it hit that no entry sign. I think that's the reason for that, was because that area is the Warragamba catchment area, so they've got very tight restrictions on what you can and can't do there. So obviously once you get too close to the water catchment area, you can't go any closer. And then I've come down now to Thirlmere Lakes, and that's been actually quite good. The walk's been, I did the whole walk around the lake. It's 6 k's. You don't get to see much of the lake though. That's one thing I noticed. It's I was expecting to see more of the lake, but yeah, you're kind of more at a distance, and it's sort of, you know, hidden behind all the trees. But there's a couple of sections there where you get to see it, so that was quite nice. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this trip, and I'll see you guys next time.